Santi Aldama is a dog, okay? The man who played at Loyola, Maryland. The guy who averaged 20 plus, almost 20 and 10 in the G League, averaged 20 and 10 in the Colonial League in college, and now he's eating. And I've talked about this before with Jaren Jackson Jr. out 4 to 6 months, which about between October and December he'll return, which means Brandon Clark, Santi Aldama, Xavier Tillman, Kelly and Tilly will all be fighting for minutes. And look, Aldama put out a clinic. He was hitting outside shots, putbacks, okay? He dominated with great blocks and hustle play, looking like the guy that we thought he could be, the son of a professional basketball player, okay? And he excelled. He had 31 points this past game over the Brooklyn Nets, and he helped the Memphis Grizzlies tie a summer league record for points in a game with 184 dominant. And the Grizzlies acquired his draft rights from a trade with the Utah Jazz that they got him with the 30th overall pick. And right now, after playing internationally with the Spanish national team and collegiately with Loyola, Maryland, and spent a season bouncing between the G League and the Grizzlies main team, watch Aldama be a contributor. He looks so much more polished, and it's just so much fun to watch him have the success that he's had. And you can so clearly tell he's the son of a former professional basketball player because of the way that he plays. And I've always have had a soft heart for him. I thought he's a great player and a guy that, in my opinion, has been criminally underrated and overlooked. But I think that will change. He's just going to keep getting better, and I think really this is the year for him. I know it's his second season only, but he's in a perfect position with Jaren Jackson Jr. having to miss time. And for me, I think Santi Aldama is a guy that, if you're a Memphis Grizzlies fan, keep an eye on him. He's a power forward who can play center. He can play a multitude of positions, in my opinion. And he's just one of those guys that you can clearly tell has NBA talent, and especially that you can tell he's a former player because he plays like a coach's son. Guys who are either coaches' sons or former professional basketball players on any level, you can tell when their sons are sons of either basketball players or coaches, just how fundamentally sound of a player he is. He just does everything right. He looks for the right passes. He plays European basketball, so he's looking for the passes. He's grabbing the boards. He's getting the blocks. He's doing all the extra little hustle stuff that typically you don't see American basketball players do. And I think it's just so much fun watching Santi Aldama. And he's just somebody that, as every day passes, I know more and more people are going to be like, how did I overlook this Santi Aldama guy? Okay, how did you overlook it? And I'm telling you, this guy, if you look on my Twitter, I've had it since the draft pinned, that he's going to be a guy who's going to shock people. And he also, the other game, he had 6 steals in a game when he was literally a dog, okay? In the other game when he scored 22 points in 29 minutes, 8 rebounds, 2 blocks, 1 assist. And I thought it was just incredible what he's been able to do. And we just continue to see more and more, guys have success overseas. And I've just been impressed by how long, our boy Santi Aldama has just waited, and it's coming together, and it's looking good, in my opinion. I think he's somebody that, as more and more time he gets in the big leagues, it's just going to work out for him really well. And I think just something that people are continuously going to continue to overlook is the fact that Jaren Jackson Jr. is out. Brandon Clark's more of a center. He doesn't really shoot the three-pointer. He can play power forward, but he's more of a center. Xavier Tillman, same thing, more of a center. So really, Santi Aldama, in my opinion, is in a prime position to go out and get some playing time as the starting power forward this coming season for the Memphis Grizzlies, due to the fact that Jaren Jackson Jr. is out with that stress fracture. And I think that's the most impressive part about this, is that he's been granted the opportunity to really run. And I think this is going to be the first time we see in a long time that people are going to be shocked by the 30th overall pick in last year's draft. I'm going to keep saying that because I do truly believe that people are going to be like, where did this guy come from? And I'm going to have that tweet pinned And I'm gonna be like, I've been telling you guys for months that Santi Aldama gonna shock some people. Okay, gonna put some people on blast, because I know there's people out here thinking that his draft selection was a waste. And really, he had to be drafted in the first round because he said if he didn't get drafted in the first round, he's going to Europe. So kudos to him. But that's what I'm saying. I think this is a team that they made the right move in drafting him.